Farming Institute, and we are going to learn all about pH.
My name is Liz Dutra, and I'm the Science Educator here at the Urban Farming Institute. We're going to do a quick pH demonstration to understand the difference between acids and bases and really understand why pH is so critical for your plant. And what's so neat about this red cabbage is it has a special pigment called anthocyanins. So what we're going to do is we're going to extract that pigment and use it to determine if something is an acid or a base. You're going to put it in your blender and use a little bit of household water and blend that up. All right, and look at this deep, beautiful, purple rich color. The pH scale goes from 1 to 14, and something that's really basic is going to be really high on that scale, like 12 to the 14 range. While on the opposite side, an acid is going to be something, really acidic, low end of that scale, from the 1 to 2, 3 range. But what's really important to remember is that water is neutral. Water has a base neutrality of 7. So when we extracted our pigment, that pigment here, this is our base color. This is a neutral pH, a pH of 7. So let's get started. In front of me, I have a few household items. This is really fun to do at home with your kids. All I have is some vinegar, I have some lemon juice, baking soda, and household cleaner. Basically things I just had lying around at home. So let's see what is an acid and what is a base. So first, I'm going to take my reagent and mix it with my first glass here. Wow, check that out. Isn't that amazing? I mean, when I do this with my kids, they absolutely love this experiment. And so if you take a look at this scale, this is something that is really acidic. It's vinegar, household vinegar, right? And so it turned this beautiful pink color. And if we check out our scale, we can see that this is an acid, right? All right, let's do another one. Here we go. Let's just pour a little bit of this here and watch the magic happen. Look at that! Isn't that so cool? It's blue. So this is just household baking soda. And if we check out our scale, we see that it's above our neutral pH. It's more basic, right? Baking soda is a base. It's a cleaning item. Next, let's take our lemon juice. Look at that! Lemon juice is really acidic, right? We all know that. But now we can visually see and we can look on our scale and see, wow, this is really acidic, a pH of 2 or 3. I have another reagent here. Let's see what happens. Look at that color! It's amazing, right? This is your basic hydrogen peroxide, so it's not super basic on the scale, right? But it is a base, in fact, a base. And lastly, I just have regular old tap water, right? And just so you can see that it's relatively neutral. And so if we really set up our scale here, bring my scale back, but you can see that we have acids and bases, right? pH is so important, especially for gardening. In the soil, it's recommended to have slightly acidic soils. Minerals are more readily available for your roots. So your roots are searching in the soil, and in an acidic environment, they can find what they need. Things are bioavailable, and roots can really thrive and say, oh, this is what I need, and this is what I need, and then that reflects in your plant. And you'll see your garden really, truly thriving. So it's really important to understand what's going on in your garden. You want to test the soil pH and know. And you also want to know what plant you're dealing with, right? plants have different types of ranges of pH. That is really important. So when you are setting up your garden, know what plants you're using, see what the recommended pH is, and that will really help your garden thrive, right? So I hope you learned a little bit today about pH and how it's so important for your garden, and we want to see your garden thrive. So come back and check us out at the Urban Farming Institute, where you can learn all about garden planting tips. Have a great day.